Hey, hello everybody. Alright, first thing I want to talk to you about is the stock market. In 2015, folks, we lost a total of $2.3 trillion among the transactions of investors. In 2016, this just being January 16th, folks, we lost a full $1.5 trillion. So that probably means in the last year, that would pretty much be $3.8 trillion has been lost. We're talking about the S&P 500 having fallen 8.9% this year. The S&P 500 8% this year already, including a 2.2% Friday. And on May 21, 2015, the market had declined 11.7%. Folks, I want to tell you that everything is swell. Everything is good. It's not. It hasn't been for some time. And if you look at every single major company, they're losing shitloads of money. Apple, minus 26%. Kinder Morgan, negative 69.5%. Walmart, negative 18.7%. Berkshire Hathaway, 12.7%. The source on that would be S&P Capital IQ, USA Today. I mean, everything from Amazon to Google, folks. Seems like whenever these guys start doing well, when companies pick up, the market drops 10 points. More than $200 billion in market value have been erased just this one stock from a high market. I mean, this is incredible, folks. I reported that China lost like 8.5 billion or 85 billion. We literally, in the last month, folks, lost $1.5 trillion. Which means we could actually see financial collapse in less than 3 months. We have a president who's probably paying this forward just to watch this happen, who's allowing the Federal Reserve to do what they do. And I really hate telling you that it's all engineered and stuff, but for the most part, folks, it pretty much is. I mean, they're not going to beef up our oil, our petrodollar. So that's going to hit every marketplace, and all the investments thereof is just going to go into the toilet. So I wanted to share this with you. Look at this. 2.3 trillion from last year and 1 trillion net worth from this year. Holy crap, folks. I don't want to say that this is the worst time ever, but it's getting kind of tipsy. I don't know if I'd have my money in any market right now. I mean, those numbers were double-digit numbers that stocks were dipping, and it wasn't like 11%. It was like 23%. I mean, it was some heavy numbers. And that was Apple and Google, folks. If those guys go under, every company in the stock market pretty much goes. Every investment company, every holding company, every monetary fund, every company that invests in IRAs in your portfolio, gone. I don't want to be that rude, folks, but it's getting to a point where there won't be anything left. I've been looking into Bitcoin and several other internet currencies to put a little money away. I don't even trust those. First off, Bitcoin is so digitally weird that you have to actually open up a wallet program and let it run equations on your computer just so that your computer can give you basically like the first 5 or 6 Bitcoins so that it'll actually open your market, open up your account or whatever you want to call it. I don't know the wording, but open up with the holding company that handles Bitcoin. In other words, folks, it's just not even there itself. I mean, if the computers were to go down, Bitcoin would be gone tomorrow. I was reading about how to put together a private currency based off of services using man hours and stuff of that nature. The Italians have a private currency, or had a private currency, which actually used this instead of basing it on materials or raw elements. They based it on man hours. And so they would put out this currency, and basically, if you work 4 hours, you would get 4 hours of labor from somebody. I forget how that worked in the grocery markets and stuff like that, but this was a real currency that real people were passing around, folks. And, you know, 1 might get your hair cut, but, you know, and 2 might get you laid. I don't know. But it definitely sounded like something the U.S. needs to start doing, passing around a private currency. Because 1.5 trillion, folks, in less than a month. I don't want to be on the record for saying sinking ship, get out now, but everything to the contrary, folks.